So, good evening, everyone. Once again, to this session that Mahatattva has been having for Google Tools. And we always believe in creating leaders, and we always offer people to come up to their, come up not up to their potential, but beyond their potential. And here we have someone who has offered to, whatever learning she has, to share it with the world. So we have Sonal Kamble with us from DPS Nagpur, and she will be discussing Google Forms, which she says is a passion for her. She loves using Google tools in the classroom, and Google Forms is something that she loves truly. So over to you, Sonal, with your presentation.
Thank you so much, Deepti ma'am, for that wonderful introduction once again. And good evening, everyone present here. As ma'am said, that I really love Google Forms because they were the saviors. Since last 1 year, I've been using these Google Forms to take assessment for worksheets and for collecting data from the students and the parents as well. So let's start without wasting our time further. So today we are here to learn almost all about Google Forms. I would not say all about Google Forms, but almost all about Google Forms. So let's get started. First of all, when we think about any term or we talk about any term, we need to know what is it actually. So it's just a simple survey administration software that is included as a part of free web-based Google Docs editor suite, which is being offered by Google. And we all know and we all are grateful to Google for providing us with these tools. They have really helped us in the last 1 year, and they're still helping us in the current session to be very prompt with the students and to be very prompt with our teaching and learning process. And now, as we go about the Google Forms, these are few of the things which I will try to cover during the session. The first thing is create a Google form, then how we can add and edit different types of questions in Google Forms, then how to choose a response destination, how we can edit the form settings, different settings are available to us, and how we can change them as per our needs and requirements. Then how to send a Google form to users, view responses collected from them, and then using Google Forms for giving feedback. Grading with Google Forms quizzes, using Google Forms to collect data, and second last is using Google Form as a grading rubric, and the last is embed video in Google Forms. And I will also cover along with this how to embed an image in Google Forms. So let's get started. I have already marked this as a link to my Google Drive, and let's create a Google form now. So I'm clicking here, and I'm sure you all are able to see my drive here. For the first time, it is very clean. And let's see how we can create it. Before this, we have already learned how to create new form. And I'll click on this new form, and I'm going to I'll get a drop down view here, and I'll choose Google form. And then there you will get 3 options. One is for blank form, another is for blank quiz, and from a template. So as we are starting from basics, so let's keep it simple. I'll choose a blank form, and one by one I'll show you how we add different questions there. I'll say just no thanks, and by default you can see here there is one question which is a multiple choice question already available to me, but I don't need it right now, so I'm going to delete it. So let's find out how we delete any question which we don't need. You can see here a bin icon is there. I'll just click on this, and this question will get deleted. And the first thing what I'm going to do is I'll name my form, and I am giving a name demo here because this is a kind of demo. And the moment I click here, it got reflected, so no need to name it again now. And now let's see how we can add questions to our Google Forms. So this is a plus sign you can see on my screen. Here, once you hover over this icon, you will see it is showing us add question. So it's as simple as that. Just click on plus button and you get a question here. Now, first thing first, whenever we submit a form or whenever we give a feedback form, the first thing, the identity of a person is the name. So I'm going to start with name only. And this is name here, and you must have noticed that I chose short answer because a name cannot be a very long kind of a thing. So I just kept it simple, short answer, and here you can see there's a line visible to us. And now name is a required option. Here it is unchecked, but if you want that the person has to fill in that question's answer or has to submit the response for that particular question, you can just click on this, check it, and it will be a required question which the user has to fill in the answer for. And now the moment you click on required, once I show you the preview of this form, you will notice that there will be a star, small star mark or asterisk mark over there on that field. And now how to view your form? It's simple. There's one icon here. You can click on this. This will give you a preview of what form you have created. So I'm taking you to that. And here you can see, because this was a required field and it is showing here that asterisk mark, red asterisk is a required field. You need to fill in, then only you will be able to submit the form. Now I'm closing it, and let's move on to the next type of question. The next question after name would be, as we all are aware that WhatsApp and everything is very important nowadays. So some of the people do ask for your mobile numbers. Okay, so I'm going to add another question. Same, I'm just going to click here, add question, or I can simply duplicate this question. Okay, so if I duplicate this question, you can see same question is generated here for me. But now I'll see whether I want short answer or not. Of course, mobile number is a limited field, so we can keep it short. And I'll just change the question here, and I will click mobile. Okay, for the time being, I will not make it required, but because many of the people are not very comfortable sharing it. But yeah, if they do share of thinking it, they should not enter a wrong mobile number or anything. So what I can do, I can validate that response. So I can click on these three dots here. You can see the snowman, as we were told by our trainers. And here you can add response validation. Now we all know mobile numbers are number only, and we can select only number is number, and I can just add whatever error message. If someone tries to put in some other thing, some alphabet or alphanumeric things, they will get response, please enter valid number. Okay, and this is also useful when we are giving away the question papers to our students. I will speak in both the context, general and classrooms also, because we can keep a password protected form. If the student enters that password, then only that person will be allowed to move to the next section, which I will be covering in some time. So till here, I hope everyone is clear that I have validated my response. I have created two short answer questions. Now moving on to the next one, I can do same thing. I can either copy it, but I want a different question this time. So I'll just select this add question plus symbol here, and or icon here, and then I'll see what question next I want. So suppose I want as a teacher, and I'm sure most of the viewers or the audience would be teachers only. But it goes for everyone. So if I want to know what grades you all teach, now grade you teach. Okay, so I'll just show this, and by default it is telling me short answer, but I don't want people filling in whatever they want to, and I want to give them a proper input, because later on when I collect the response, I would need to sort them. So to ease my work, I can do a simple trick here. Instead of asking for a short answer, I can provide them with a drop down menu, and I can just mention here pre-primary. I can mention here primary, then middle school. I put middle school, and then I'll just scroll down here, and I will add the last one, secondary. I'll not go to higher secondary or all. I'll just keep it simple. So now I have limited the responses here, and it will help me when I collect the response and sort them. So I would be able to sort pre-primary, I would be able to sort the primary teachers, middle school teachers, and secondary teachers, and we'll be able to put them in different and analyze the data later on. So here I have used drop down menu. Now next question, whether if I'm putting up this webinar, or ma'am has given me this opportunity to hold this webinar for all of us, I will be very glad to know from where did you come to know about this webinar, isn't it? Maybe it might be a friend. So let's see how we can collect this response. From where did you get to know about this webinar? Okay, so now it can be one thing, it can be from many ways. So what to do when we have to choose many options? Okay, so here comes to our rescue checkboxes. Okay, so now I can either write a friend, maybe your friend must have told you, or maybe WhatsApp group, because nowadays WhatsApp is like everything is there on WhatsApp group. And then maybe from Facebook, like here, and maybe from Twitter, because Twitter trends a lot. Yeah, so this is how we can select multiple answers. Maybe some of you might have come to know about this from a friend, and from Facebook, or from WhatsApp group, and Twitter. So here this checkbox gives you the opportunity to select all that apply. Very important, select all that apply. Okay, so here when you have multiple selection, and you want to provide your users with multiple selection, this comes very handy. The checkboxes is your friend here then. Okay, nothing best than checkbox. Now let's move on to the next type. Now I ask you, from where did you get to know about this webinar? Now next question is, are you really interested in knowing about Google Forms, more about Google Forms? So let's see, what do we have here, what we can use to ask this question. Are you Forms? Okay, are you interested in knowing more about Google Forms? So here, without me doing anything, Google gives me this option that yes, no, or maybe, and I'm going to do it easy way. I'll just go and add all. So here I have yes, no, or maybe. So I have all the three options, and out of this I can choose only one option, because I cannot choose yes and no both together. So here it will give you multiple choice. So this is by default, it is giving you the choice, and you don't have to type a single thing when it is question like this. Are you interested? It understands and it gives you the options on its own. So I did not add anything to it. I just clicked add all, and everything was added here in my question. Now moving on to the next question. Okay, let's see what is there in store in the next question. So here, before I go ahead, let me just quickly revise whatever we have covered. First, we added a short answer question. Then I told you how to validate the response. Then next I told you how to use the drop down menu, how to add it to your form. And then I showed you how to use the check boxes. And then it was multi-choice question, multiple choice question. Now, what next? We still have many things to do, isn't it? So let's think about something more. Now if you have selected something, yes, so the something should happen, isn't it? So now I will ask you a question. Have you used, or I'll just do you know about, or have you used any of the Google tools in your classroom? Okay, so if this is a question, it is telling me add all, and I'm going to add it because I'm going to keep it a multiple choice question only. But one thing I'm going to do is I will remove this because I don't feel that maybe is the correct choice for this. So I'm going to just click on this cross, and here it goes. We don't have any other option left except yes and no. Now comes a tricky part where I want you all to please focus that I'm going to show you something where we can use the conditional. Okay, and the conditional is possible only in two cases, when it is a multiple choice and it is drop down. For others, there is this limitation that we cannot go ahead with multiple selection or and go to different sections because we cannot apply the conditions there. So I'm going to make this as required because this will help my users to go to the next section. And now I'll click on these three dots available here in Google. All the tools, three dots are very important because they tell us that there is something more to explore, and these are not my words, these are Reshma ma'am's words who told us, and we are exploring it every time we use Google tool. And now here you will see that there is a description. There is second option, go to section based on answer, and there is shuffle option order. We will keep this shuffle option order for later part. Now we need to focus on go to section based on your answer. If you have selected yes, you will be taken to some other section. If you have selected no, you will be taken to some other section. And how to create that section, let's find out. So go to section based on answer. I have selected this, but I don't have any section here created. Can you see any section created here? No. So what to do? So we have Google form, and we have this, what you call, not a magic wand actually, but yes, we have something which is equally magical, and that is this section. I click on this and I get another section. Here it is. Now what I'm going to do. Okay, I just got a message. I need to zoom my screen. Is it visible, ma'am, now? Can we all see now? Okay, so because I can't see what is happening on the other side, I'm really sorry about that. Is my screen visible, clearly visible? Okay, so let's get started back to our work. And now here you can see there is untitled sections. Now I want my users to see, if they choose yes, I will take them to a page or a section which is named as Google Tools, just to find out how much they know about the tools. So I've just labeled it so far, and the name of this section is Google Tools. So I'm going to go back to this yes option in the previous question, and I'm going to click on this drop down. Again, see, drop down comes very handy, and I can see now the section 2 is added here. So I will select on go to section 2, that is Google Tools. Now what about no? I need to put something there. If yes, then I am taking them to Google Tools. So if there is a no answer, what should they do? What should those users do? So there is again some more thing. I will add another section for them, and then I'm going to name it. What should I name this? What should I name this? Okay, Google Tools that you wish to know, isn't it? Because I don't know whether these users really know about the tools or not. So Google tools that you wish to know. So now I have created 3 sections here. The first one is the main section of my form. Then the second is the Google tools, and the third is the okay, here something happened that my previous section got shifted to third section. So what to do? How can I do it? How can I change the sequence? Okay, here again comes 3 dots to your rescue. Again, you can see once you click on this 3 dots, you can see there is duplicate section, there is move section, there is delete section, and merge with above. I did not use the duplicate section option. How foolish of me, but now I can. So, but at this time, I want to move this section up. So I'll just click on move section, and it will show me how I can reorder my sections. So I want Google Tools to be the second section, and the other one on the second. So have I done it correctly? No. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I have moved this, and now I have got the perfect sequence. First is the demo, second is the Google Tools, and third is the Google Tools that you wish to know. So I'm saving it, save, and again, now you can see here that the sections are changed. Google Tools is moved up, and Google Tools that you wish to know is moved down. So now suppose I have another section created. I'll go back here. I'll drop down. I can see the third section which is created. So I clicked on Google Tools that you wish to know. So if the user clicks yes, he or she will be taken to Google Tools section. If he or she clicks on no, they will be taken to the third section, that is Google Tools that you wish to know. Now what to do there in Google, the sections that we have created? Do we wish to leave it blank? No, we need to add some more questions, isn't it? So let's see what all things we can add here. Now as you can see the heading of this section, Google Tools. So here it will help the users to check their understanding about the tools or whatever they understand from the tools. So let's add some questions there. Now I want that whether these users actually know something about tools or not. Okay, and how I'm going to do that. So on the scale of 5, I'll ask them on the scale of 5. What? See, immediately the moment I said on the scale of 5, and Google Form has changed its question on its own. It has given me linear scale, but linear scale has to wait for some time because I have got another question lined up here. So let's see. I already created some of the questions, but I'm going to type them and I'll show you one more thing in some time. Just wait for it. And rate the tools that, and if I make some spelling mistake, please ignore it, that you have used. Okay, and now what I'm doing, I am providing a scale to the users to rate the tools that they have used, whether they have liked it too much or do they find it very complex to use. Okay, and what options I am giving them, starting from 1 as easy to use, and 2, 5 as complex. Okay, so this is my question here, and now I can't just put it like that because I have many tools. Okay, so I need to label it. I need to give the names of the tools. So what I am going to do, I'll just click on this drop down again, and now I can have here, I have should I go ahead with multiple choice or should I go ahead with checkbox? So you can just rate using only one number on the scale. So I'm going to use multiple choice grid, and multiple choice grid gives you a huge help, provides you with huge help to get the response at one time. Now let's see how I can find out. So I'm going to add Google Docs here. This is the row, Google Docs, and then Google Sheets. These are all very common names nowadays, and I'm sure everyone knows about them. And then Google Forms, which we are learning now. And please let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow. So I'll just change my pace. Or if it is going fine, show me a thumbs up. Yeah, so Google Drive here. And then I have another important tool, that is Google Slides. So now what to do with this? Just putting up the rows is not going to help me. So I need to give the scale, isn't it? So now I am going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 4 and 5. Oh, it's okay. It's not going there. Okay. So now I have given the rows also. I have labeled the rows and I have labeled the columns. So now I think we have created many things. So is it time to check the form? Let's add one more thing first and then we will see. So now this was a very big question, and I really got tired typing in. So what to do? How I can take help of Google Form in solving this, in helping me. So here comes another help from Google Form, which is the option import questions. If you have already created a form earlier and you are feeling lazy and you are feeling tired to type the question again, and if you know that I can copy it from other form, here it comes important questions. Okay, import questions. And from where? From any of the forms which you have created. So right now I'm working on demo form, and I was practicing because I have to present, obviously. So I worked on demo form finals. Okay, so here I select this form, and when I select this form, you will notice that I can see all the questions here which are there, uh, which are there in that form. Now I'll see, acha, where was that section 4. Now there was one next question which was very difficult. And what was that? I think it was a checkbox question. No, it was not a checkbox question. It was checkbox grid. Okay, so let's see how I can just find. Okay, I found it. It is checkbox grid. Okay, so now I have selected one question, and I'll just import that question, and you will notice that it is here by magic. Isn't it great? Yeah. So I imported that question just like that because it was already there. I did not have to do anything. I just imported it. So now here we have a question in front of you. If you know about some Google tools, try this out. And this is a challenge for all of us. And if you want me to show how we can add a checkbox, I'll just give you a simple demo. I'll add only 2 lines, and then we will move ahead. We will see how our form looks like. Okay, and I'm covering most of the parts as we go. So here we just have to click on this checkbox, and it will give you option. Oh, sorry, checkbox grid. And then it gives you an option. Checkbox grid works similar as checkbox is, but the only difference is that it gives you something like this. Here you can choose multiple options in the column and row form, and these works wonder with match the following. Or if you want to find out that there are more than 1 point true for the particular fact which is mentioned here in the row. So it works like that only. Now if I want to say like, I'll copy this one only. A new file can be added. New file can be created in 3 ways or multiple ways, 3 different ways. How is it possible for all of them? So let's see. Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. Okay, and I'll add Google Drive also just to check. Okay, so here it is. Now if I have added only one option here, a new file can be created in 3 different ways. So it will show us all these options, and you can choose multiple options here, whether it is true for it. But if I need to add another row, you will say, "Arey, ye to fir checkboxes will solve the purpose." But if you want to add more rows to it, and this is common for all these tools, you can just add here, can be used to collect data. Now this is not true for all the Google tools, so you will have to restrict your choice, isn't it? So here at one place only you can check for the answers, whether the students have actually understood and remember all the points which are connected with these options or not, and you can go for their understanding and check their understanding for the topic in a simple manner. Okay, so now let's move to our next next section. Here, so I have checked, given you about checkbox grid, information about checkbox grid, and I have also told you about how to import the questions from different forms, and I have also shared how to use the multiple choice grid. Now it's time to learn something more about different types of questions, and you will feel that I may rush because there are not many questions left, many types of questions left. And let's come to our third section. And now if someone wishes to share what they want to learn, we cannot just ask them ki, Acha, why you want to learn these tools. We need to know that, isn't it? We just can't ask them what they want to learn. We need to know why they wish to learn and how they will go about it. So here comes section 3 for the users who wish to learn about the Google tools. So what can be the first question? Now I can ask them, which Google, oh, Google will feel bad, Google tools you wish to learn and why. I want to know why, and I'm not going to just see, I did not do anything. And because Google Forms understood that okay, we want us to know all the things in detail, they changed the answer type or the question type into paragraph, and I did not even touch that drop down menu, and it just happened. So based on the type of question you put in the question bar, the Google senses it and puts or gives you the correct option for your kind of question. So here, this is how we can just select also, but Google has done for me. Google Forms itself has taken care of it. So I'll go ahead. And now what will be the next question? Now I want to know whether these people are really interested to have a one-on-one talk with the concerned people. So what to do? I need to make a different section for it? No. What I can do? I can just create a title here, where this is very handy, this title, because it gives you a title or heading for the different comprehension questions which you put in your English paper, and also the type of question which you wish to ask. Okay, now I want to know, let us know, I'm just giving it a heading, let us know when we can reach out to you. Okay, so now you will say, Arey, why do you have to put this in title? So there's more to it. Let's see what it is. Now if I ask when we can reach out to you, so obviously we are talking about date and time. So what to do about it then? So let's add next question to it, and here we have date, on which date we want them to here it goes again. The moment I mentioned date, it changed automatically. And now here I have this format, month, day, and year. The user can just click on this icon, a calendar icon, and can choose the date as per his wish. And now next, I want to know the time. So I can just simply add another one, or I can copy it, and I just mention here time. And the moment I pressed enter, it became it time, and it all automatically selected time types of question. So here my work is done. Now what to do next? I have asked for date and time, but what if I wish to promote whatever I'm doing? Now if I am here presenting on behalf of Mahatattva, and I'm really thankful to them to give me this opportunity, but I want to promote whatever I have learned, and I want other people also to learn more. What to do? So now comes another type of question, or I will not say question, how to embed video. I would like to share this video with people, and I would love them to watch it and share their thoughts. Okay, so now let's put this video. How can I put this? Okay, now before that, I need to choose one question here. I'm choosing one question here, and I'll just ask the this video thing here to choose a video for me. So I can search video, why Google certification, because this is what we are thinking nowadays. And the moment I click on it, okay, is it not working? Why? Google certification. The moment, type your search in the box to find out. So I have searched it, and okay, I'll just say Google certification then. Maybe I'll change the question. Is it, just give me a moment. Maybe this thing is okay. If I don't know this, I'll just import a question again and it will come handy. Okay, so I have selected demo form final here, and I can select it because I already have a question there at the end. You will just go there at the end, and here I have watch this video and share your thoughts with us. Okay, so I have imported this question here, and here I have this question. Okay, so I'm going to delete this because this is not required here. So this is deleted, and you can see here the video link is here, and you can also change it here. I can change it here, and I can remove this if I don't want to. Okay, so now if I wish to put an image here, so I can just go ahead and put an image. I can upload it from my device, or I can go ahead and do an image search. So I will just search. Let me just see if it is working or not. Or am I making any Google image? Google. Okay. So instead of all this Google certification, okay, it has given me so many things. So I'll just go back here. Google certification logo. Oh, so I'll choose any one of them. It is not available. I'll choose this one. Okay, and I insert it. Okay, so it's not allowing my this thing, no problem. So now you can see here that the question is here, video is here, and I want my users to watch this video and share their thoughts. And now I want to know whether they will really watch this video or not, and whether they will really find something useful in this or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask their thoughts on it. So I'm going to use this option, file upload. Okay, so the moment I click on file upload, I'll be asked this thing, let respondents upload files to your drive. So if I click on continue, it will allow the users to upload their files now. And now my questions to all of them is here. It upload your thoughts here. Okay, so once they watch this, and I want to know what their thoughts are about this, so they can just answer here. And I'll show you one small thing here. If I click on this three dots, you must have noticed that there is description. If I put here, I can add an extra description. What is the use of this upload your thoughts? So I can tell the users it can be an audio file, or a video file, or a video, and then it can be a drawing or a PDF. It can be anything which they wish to share with me, and along with their thoughts. So I have chosen this. I have given them these many options. Now, what if I just want them to upload a video? I can click on this, allow only specific types. And now what is happening here? If I select only document and audio and video, the users will be able to only upload these three files, these three types of files. They will not be allowed to upload other files. So I'll just uncheck this because I want responses from all the types of responses from the users. So I'll just stick to that. And here, maximum number of files. They can send me one file, they can send me 5, they can send me 10, but I will not make my drive very what you can say heavy by collecting all this data. So I'll just keep it free, and I'll ask them to only send me one file. And maximum size can also be changed, and it allows us till 10 GB and terabyte also, but I'm going to stick to the basic size which is there. And then I'm just going to add one more question to add to tell you the linear scale. But before that, I'm going to add a section here, and I'm going to move this question. If I don't want this question in the previous section, I'll simply move it here. Okay, so now this is for rating. Okay, and now if I want you to rate my webinar, which is not over yet, but I want my users to rate it. So how I can do it? Rate this webinar. So I can simply go ahead and ask them, rate this webinar. Take a few seconds. Take a few seconds to rate this webinar. Okay, and now I'm going to see again. I did not have to do anything. Linear scale comes up here, and now what I can do, I can just put a label here, what is for 1 and what is for the highest score. So for 1, I will say maybe not up to the mark. And for this, I will say excellent. Okay, so this is how it will look like. And now it's time for reveal. But before we go there, I want to make some changes here so that you all will be able to see and go ahead. Now, you all saw that I chose here, yes, go to section 2, Google Tools. It will take us there. No will take us to section 4. Okay, and now when I go there to section 2, it has to go somewhere, isn't it? So where it will go? I need to select it, go to next section. If I go to next section, it will go to Google 3, but I don't want it to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'll select, go to section 4 where rate this webinar is there. Then it will go to rate this webinar page or the 4th section. Now, when I click on this, again, the 3rd section, I want people go from here to next section anyways, which is section 4, but I still want to mention that they should go to section 4. And here I have selected, and they will toggle between section 3 and section 4. And now after this, they will directly submit the response. So let me quickly revise or recap for you that what we learned. First of all, short answer, then we learned about drop down, then it was check boxes, then multiple choice, and then we did multiple choice with conditional, and there was validation. So here it is the multiple choice grid, here it is checkbox grid, and I showed you how we can do it. It's just a sample. Then next is a paragraph, and then after that it is a date and time and how to create a title in between. Then here it was a video, how to embed a video, select it, and then it's upload, how to upload a file. Here you can see a folder, a drive folder, and when I move here, you can see that there is a special folder in my drive which is created here just to collect the responses, and the name of this folder is upload your thoughts here and file responses. So if people will submit any response using that upload file, all those responses will get collected here in my drive. So let me show you the preview of my form. Okay, so how can we see the preview? On this eye, click on this eye, and you can see here the name is there, which was compulsory field. So I'll just write down my name only rather than writing anyone else's name, Kamble here. And you must have noticed that I did not add this one. It was already knowing it because I have logged in using that. And then I want to show you how it validates. If I just press on, you can see immediately it is asking me to enter valid number. So I'm going to add a number only, but not the correct one. Sorry about that. I don't know about the validation here. So it is number, so it has accepted. Now you can also mention there other conditions are also there. You can choose that way. Now here I will choose middle school, and then who has told me Facebook, WhatsApp group, and a friend. Okay, and then are you interested in knowing more about? Yes, you can select only one option here, and you can also clear selection if you are not satisfied with that. And then here comes our picture in the most important thing in picture. Do you know about how, or have you used any of the Google tools in your classroom? If you click on yes and move next, let's see what happens. Okay, you see only one section is available here, which is section 2, and only 3 questions which I added in section 2 are available here. So I thought, I don't know about any tools, and maybe I have gone to a wrong section. What can I do? I can go back here, and if I feel that no, I don't know about, I haven't used it, I will select no, and I will click next. What happens? See now. So it has taken you to another section, and that is Google tools that you wish to know. Here you can see the question which I asked, paragraph question, and when can I reach you, date, time, and all. And here there is a video which you can watch. Let me just see if it is playing or not. Yes, it is playing, of course. And then I'll just pause it here, and then there is a file. The user will watch this video and then write down his or her thought and share it with me by adding a file here. He or she can add a file from the device, or if it is there in the drive. So both the options are available. Okay, now I have done this, and now I want to submit next. I have not made anything compulsory here because this is totally up to the user. And now I click on next. So once I click on next, what happens here? There is a scale here, which is a rating scale for me, and I will keep myself neutral. For the time being, I'll just select 3, and I will click on submit. And now once I submit here, it will tell me your response has been recorded, and now submit another response. But when we are taking our assessments, I don't think this is a good option. Let me just close this because there will be confusion otherwise. So when we are dealing with our students, we never go about with this option. So I'm going to close this, and I'll show you how we change the settings then. There you can see a gear icon here. This is a very important part of Google Form, and I want you all to please focus here and pay attention. The moment I click on this, you will see there are certain properties, or you can say the settings which I can choose and go ahead with it. So now if I say collect emails, it will automatically give an option to enter the email IDs. And if I want to the users, if the users request that they want the response receipts, just like an acknowledgement, and if they are requesting it, then only the response receipt will be sent. And if I choose on always, they will always receive a response or an acknowledgement with whatever responses they have submitted in their account or the email ID which they have registered. Now I will uncheck this because I don't want to do it now. And now the most important thing which we as an educator need, limit to 1 response. Okay, so the moment you limit to 1 response, your respondents will be able to allow to send the response only once. They will not be allowed to send multiple responses. Now this is again edit after submit, see summary, charts, and text responses. As an educator, we should not practice this, but in some cases, and where do we find this use of this thing? When we deal with our order, when we place some order, and if we want to change our order or add something more to it, we can then keep this on, and edit after submit option will be available to us. But I'm going to uncheck it now. And here, from here, you can also set the size of the file upload. You can choose up to 1 terabyte, but this is not advisable because we have limited this thing size in drive available to us. So don't burden your drive too much, keep it 10 GB only. And then we come to next presentation, and now we can show progress bar. If you want, if you are taking online exams which are multiple choice, you can show them. If there are multiple sections, you can show them that you are on section 1 of section 3, section 2 of section 3, section 3 of section 3, and submit. So this is how it will show. And then if you wish to shuffle the question order, here I'm not going to do it, but if you click on this, you will see that the order of the questions are changed. And now confirmation message, you can change this. Your response has been recorded. Thank you for responding. You can change it. Thank you for your interest. You can say like that only. Thank you for your interest. and then after submission, this will be the confirmation message. Now, very important, and quizzes, and I think this will be the last thing. I have almost covered all the thing. I'll go back there to check whether we have covered all the things or not. Quizzes. Now, we as teachers love quizzes, and our students also love them. So how to make any Google form as quizzes? Go to this quizzes setting, click on this, make this a quiz, and the moment you do it, you have all these these settings open for you. Now, there are many questions where you already fill the this thing, the feedback, and you just want to release the score the moment the form gets submitted. But there are chances that you are an English teacher, as I am, and you need to manually check what the students have written in their report writing, or maybe letter writing, or maybe essay writing. So you want to read them. What you can do, you can click this option. You can select later after manual review. You will go through all the responses, and then you can release the scores. So for this moment, for the time being, I'll just keep it immediately after each submission. And here you can make these things available, visible to your respondent, whether they have missed any questions while solving, and the correct answers they can see, and the point values. You can uncheck these point values if you don't want your students to know how many marks they have scored, and they will not be able to see the scores unless you release the score. But point values, if it is for 1 mark question, they will be able to see that this question is for 1 mark, how many points that question carry. So I'll just keep it as it is, and I'll uncheck this because this is not a quiz. I have told you how it can be done, and now I'm going to save this. Once the form is ready, we have previewed it and we are happy with what we have made. It's time to share it with users. So how to do it? Just click on send button, and here we have other options available. So it is either by email, if you have a group of people, like we have a group now, Google Groups, you can directly mention the name of that group. Or if you wish to send it to only selected people, put their email IDs here, and you can attach the form along with them in this email. Second option is you can just click on the link. You can shorten this URL, copy this, and you can use it in your classroom. You can use it in your email, and you can share it on WhatsApp group. You can do whatever you wish to do with that. And it can also be shared via Facebook and Twitter. And this is not for us as of now, because we are not the programmers. Mostly the programmers who have their own sites can include this or embed this form in their sites. So we will not go into that. This is what we mostly use because this is the most convenient way. You can paste the link anywhere, and then the people will be able to view your form. After that, doing this, what is left? See, let me just go back quickly to my slide. We have added all the types of question. Now it's time for, and we have seen the form editing also, and how to send the users, how to send the form to the users. And now it's time to see how to check the response destination and how to view the responses. So I'll quickly take you there. You can see here there are two options. One is questions and another one is responses. So you can see there is one response here because I have submitted the response, and these all things are available to me as the owner of the form. Now, if I want to view this, I can choose on this and I can select response destination. If I do not select this response destination and I simply click on this, it will create a spreadsheet in the name, which is the name of the form, that is demo, and along with that responses. Okay, so I am just creating it. If you click on the three dots and choose that, it is same. If you directly click on the icon, it is same. So I am just creating it, and it is created, and you can see whatever response was submitted, it is collected here along with the questions. Okay, so is it visible to all of you? I'm sure it is visible. Okay, so now here the response of one form is submitted. And if you are a teacher and if you have a class and you teach, suppose grade 5, and there are PA1, PA2, PA3, and so on, or PA1, PA2, midterm, and finals. So you want to submit all the collect all the responses at one place. Then what to do? So that also is possible. Instead of choosing a new spreadsheet, I can simply select a response destination, and I can select existing spreadsheet. Once I select existing spreadsheet and I select this, you will see that these are the existing spreadsheet for me, as this is the new form, and now it is the same one. And just give me a minute, please. I will just open this and take the responses of this form on my current one, because this is also created by me, so I'll be able to do it. So now I have this another form, and I want to collect the response from this form to my form which I have created now. So I will select existing spreadsheet, click on select, and it will show me what all spreadsheets are available to me. Okay, so I will just go ahead and I will choose this one. Okay, and once I select this, you will see that it is linking to a spreadsheet, and spreadsheet linked. And once then when I click on this view responses, you will see that it is pasted into another file which I just selected, existing one, and all the options are available there. Now, if I want to remove this file and I don't want any further responses to be updated in this form, I will just click on unlink form. And the moment I unlink form, even if there are multiple responses coming in, they will not be reflected in this worksheet or in this Google Sheet. Okay, so if I click on OK, so if I receive more responses on this form, those responses will not be visible to me. Now, we need to restrict the responses. If we don't want that once we have received, we don't want further responses, what to do? We can just stop accepting the response. It's as simple as that. There are other add-ons also, but there is no, because of the time limitation, I'm not going into add-ons. But if you don't want any more responses to be collected, you can simply click on this not accepting responses, and if the user tries to submit response, he will be given the message, this form is no longer accepting the responses. So let's get back to whatever I have explained you. I have explained you how to collect the data on worksheet, how I have told you how to change the destination, and then I also covered how to link the forms, and then how to make it into quizzes, and then you using Google Forms as a grading rubric. This was already done using the multiple checkbox, what is that, checkbox grid, and embed in Google Forms. So here I have covered almost whatever I have learned during this 1 year. And if anyone has any query or doubt, please feel free. I would love to stop here, but before we stop, I have something for all of us, a small message which is very powerful, and I do believe in that, and you should also believe in that. Do your best and keep learning. That is the key to our success in life, and everyone should believe in that. And the major takeaway from this webinar, and I hope when I understood about Google Forms, was this only, that when we are using Google Forms, it is very powerful tool, but you should know how to use it. And I'm sure and I hope that whatever I knew, whatever information I shared with you was helpful, and you will definitely use this in your classrooms and make many Google Forms. And this is small thing about me. I am a Google certified educator level 1, and all the thanks goes to Mahatattva for such a huge support, and to my school, my institution, DPS Lava, and our director sir and principal madam. Thank you so much everyone for being here and making my evening special. Thank you.
You can take a breath now, Sonal. I've started feeling breathless. I mean, like a true Fauji, you have finished on time. Just super, bravo. It was so good. It was really, really exhaustive. And I think I have no doubt you will be able to clear level 2 as well. The kind of information you have given to the audience today has been really phenomenal. We believe in giving chances to people who have the determination, and you definitely have that. Thank you so much, Sonal, for giving us your time. And thank you, everybody who was part of this webinar today. And we will have more sessions like this. And we do look forward to them. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Bye bye.